as a strategy to limit future competition for territory and resources. This tactic helps lions maintain dominance in their range. If a leopard cub makes it through its first year, its chances of survival jump significantly, rising to 80 to 90% once it reaches adulthood. But as adults, they face a new challenge in their dynamic with lions: territorial overlap. If a lion spots a leopard within its domain, a chase is almost guaranteed. And while leopards are often outmatched, they've never disappeared. They survive through adaptability, patience, and strategy, moving like silent phantoms through the cracks in the lion's reign. Among all creatures, the lion stands as a revered king. But among the big five, it is merely one of the pack, a bloodthirsty and relentless hunter. Male lions stretch between 1.8 to 2.1 meters in body length, not including the tail, stand about 1.2 meters tall at the shoulder, and weigh between 150 to 250 kilograms. They carry themselves with majesty, their manes full and impressive, shifting in color from pale gold to deep brown with age, sometimes tipped in black, a sign of strength and dominance. Around them, the female lions appear leaner in build, weighing only between 120 to 182 kilograms. A male lion's roar echoes across the plains, traveling up to 8 kilometers. It's a proud, commanding sound, a declaration that says, "This is our territory." But that roar is more than a warning to intruders. It's also a call of connection, guiding pride members back to safety, keeping the group close in the chill of dusk. Lions move as a unit. Each of their long tails swings gently, ending in a dense tuft of black fur. Hidden inside is a hard spine-like structure at the very tip, an anatomical mystery whose function is still not fully understood. Some scientists believe it may aid in communication or help maintain balance during the hunt. In the past, lions once roamed across Africa, Asia, and southeastern Europe. Today, only about 20,000 to 25,000 African lions remain, a decline of more than 60% since the mid-20th century. Their ideal habitat is open savannas and grasslands scattered with acacia trees, home to wildebeest, African buffalo, and antelope species like impala. These wide, open landscapes give the pride a long view, perfect for spotting and ambushing prey. Unlike any other big cat, the lion lives in a group, known as a pride, a unique and remarkable social structure in the feline world. Each pride typically includes 1 to 7 adult males, often brothers or individuals who formed an alliance during adolescence. Together, they share the responsibility of defending a vast territory, sometimes spanning hundreds of square kilometers. Their role goes beyond maintaining land control. They must also protect the pride from other roaming male lions seeking to infiltrate and take over mating rights. Surrounding this male alliance are 5 to 15 related female lions. They are the core of the pride, holding primary responsibility for hunting, raising cubs, and preserving the bloodline. Each female contributes not through dominance, but through seamless cooperation, like parts of a single body moving in harmony. A defining trait of lions is their clear division of roles. Females carry out about 85 to 90% of all hunting activity. With the precision of a professional strike team, groups of 3 to 7 lions execute coordinated strategies. Some lions ambush from the front, the center, while others circle around from both sides, acting as wings. This strategy is especially effective against larger prey like wildebeest, zebras, or African buffalo. A study by Panthera and Oxford University, using 30 years of data from the Serengeti, revealed that small groups of 3 to 7 individuals had the highest hunting success rates, especially when at least one experienced older lioness was involved. Statistics also show that lionesses with strong social bonds are likely to live up to 30% longer than those living more isolated lives. Meanwhile, male lions, though less involved in hunting, play a vital role in territorial control and reproduction. When a new coalition takes over a pride, infanticide can occur. They eliminate cubs still nursing from previous males to trigger the female's return to estrus more quickly. This behavior, harsh as it may seem, reflects a biological strategy to maximize the spread of their genes during their brief time in power. Interestingly, prides don't always move as a single unit. They can split into smaller subgroups, sometimes just 2 or 3 lions, depending on the situation, whether it's for hunting, resting, or guarding cubs. This model is known as fission fusion, a flexible social structure that allows lions to adapt more effectively to environmental changes, especially as extreme weather becomes more common across Africa's savannas. Research at Kruger National Park shows that leopards lose 38 to 50% of their catches to scavengers, with lions being the primary cause. Leopards often steer clear of areas marked by lion presence and use tall trees, cliffs, and rugged terrain to avoid direct encounters. A male lion spotted a leopard with its catch on a decaying tree. The leopard hadn't yet moved the catch to a higher branch. It had to worry about saving itself first. Tree climbing ability in lions varies between the sexes. Male lions have a hard time climbing high branches. Their heavy weight makes it difficult to balance, and their movements are slow and awkward. Their manes aren't just heavy. They get in the way when climbing, blocking vision and easily snagging on low-hanging branches. Poor leopard. It could do nothing but watch from above. Climbing down now would be no different than surrendering itself to the king of the savanna. As for the lion, though it couldn't climb any higher, it had already found what it came for, a portion of the catch the leopard had left behind. After eating, it climbed down at its own pace and wandered off like nothing had happened. If in the previous situation the male lion showed a lack of agility while attempting to climb the tree, then the lioness, the driving force behind all of the pride's hunts, climbs almost as well as a leopard. The following encounter is a clear example. A leopard had successfully hunted a young impala and carried it up into a tall tree, just as it always does to protect and preserve its catch. It carefully placed the prey on the highest branches. But 2 lionesses spotted it and swiftly climbed up. Perhaps this tree was within the pride's territory. A clash broke out. Maybe the lioness wasn't just there to steal the catch. It was also sending a message to the leopard that it didn't belong there. After several attempts to reach it, the lioness chose to let the leopard be and climbed down, growling with frustration. But having its meal taken by a lion is still better for a leopard than being surrounded by an entire pride. Lions hunt in groups, and once they close in, few prey can escape. Even a clever predator like the leopard would struggle to get away. One such lopsided encounter was recorded, 12 lions against a single male leopard. They encircled the leopard and began wearing it down. The leopard's fiercest counter was to lie on its back and slash with sharp claws at any lion that tried to bite. But that didn't slow the pride. One by one, They closed in and struck relentlessly. Eventually, the leopard's strength gave out. The dominant hunters landed the final blow, but the goal of these confrontations isn't always to feed. One explanation for why lions walk away or don't aim to eat the leopard is to eliminate a rival, or to assert territorial control. Another reason lionesses might eliminate a leopard when they catch one is to protect their cubs. In overlapping territories, leopards can pose a threat to lion cubs in some regions. The lion's favorite meals are hoofed animals, but among the big five, there are no wildebeests or zebras. There is only the African buffalo, the sole representative of even-toed ungulates in the group, alongside animals like deer, antelope, and gazelles. But a lion can't take down an African buffalo alone. It needs at least one ally. With a powerful bite to the throat, its jaws clamp down until the buffalo can no longer fight back. Studies show that a lion's bite force reaches between 1,100 to 1,800 newtons at the canines and up to 3,200 to 4,200 newtons through the jaws. However, things don't always go that smoothly. To hunt something 3 to 4 times its own weight, a lion often needs to rally the entire pride. There's documented footage of 18 hungry lions struggling to bring down a single buffalo. In that scene, the hunting prowess of the Savanna's king was on full display. The pride had locked onto a heavily muscled buffalo and had no plans to let it go. Lionesses surrounded the prey from all sides, always stepping aside when the buffalo charged. If one lion approached from behind, the buffalo would whirl around, and the lion would retreat. That's when 2 or 3 others would seize the opening and attack, a trap with no clear way out. It seemed like the pride had finally overwhelmed the buffalo. But another buffalo came charging in to rescue its companion, flinging a lion through the air and turning the tide. It pushed the lions back and helped its partner to its feet. Now the mission was to protect the buffalo's wounded hindquarters and find an escape route. After a tense standoff, the buffalo ran. But with 18 lions, it didn't get far. One lioness leapt onto its back and bit down, clearing the way for nearly 10 others to pile on. The buffalo cried out in desperation. It was flipped onto its back, its vulnerable neck exposed. Over 10 lions swarmed it, leaving only a single leg visible beneath the mass. But then they suddenly stopped and scattered. The same buffalo that had come to the rescue earlier returned, this time to crash the feast. With help on its side, the battered buffalo rose again. Its body was now covered in wounds. The interruption reignited the lion's determination. They bit at its legs and back until it finally collapsed for good. Only then did the pride get their meal. When a pride is too small, fully grown African buffalo are far from easy targets. One study found that the lioness's heart makes up just 0.57% of her body weight, compared to 0.45% in males. If they can't secure a throat hold, it's tough to bring a buffalo